Good morning, students. How are you all? I hope you will be fine. Today we will start our next unit, chapter number 1, that is latitude and longitude. What is latitude and longitude? Let us study. Latitude and longitude are imaginary lines. Which lines? Imaginary lines drawn on the globe or map of our planet Earth to give address to a particular place on the Earth. These lines help us to locate places. Latitude are horizontal lines and longitude are vertical lines which cross each other at a definitive point, and this point is a unique address of the actual spot on the Earth. Look at the picture, students. This line from north to south pole, this is called longitude. This line is longitude and this line is latitude from east to west. Latitude is distance north or south of the equator in form of an imaginary circle around the earth halfway between the north place and the south place. This is called the longitude point and this is called the latitude point. What is longitude now? Longitude is the distance east or west of the prime meridian, which is again an imaginary line running from north to south through Greenwich in England on the map. Both are measured in terms of the 360 of a circle. Prime meridian. The prime meridian is a line of longitude at which longitude is defined to be 0. It is a vertical line dividing a sphere into two parts. Look at the picture. This is the picture prime meridian. This is the line of prime meridian and it divides spheres into two parts like this. A time zone is a vertical region of the world along the longitude lines with all the countries in that region that have a uniform standard time for legal and social purposes. The standard international time, which is taken as a reference and starting point, is called the Coordinated Universal Time, abbreviated as UTC. GMT is the time of the place Greenwich in London, from where the prime meridian also passes, as we have learnt earlier. UTC is the world standard time. This means that whatever UTC is, any time zone is the world can be defined as plus odds or minus odds from UTC. As we have seen, students, Pakistan is plus 5 hours, which means it is 5 hours ahead of the UTC. Similarly, from the chart below, we can find out time in any zone and any country of the world. The next is international dateline. The international dateline is another concept similar to the UTC for standardizing the world calendar and making it convenient for international travel and commerce. It was established in 1884 and this imaginary line passes through the mid-Pacific Ocean and roughly follows as 180 degrees longitude north-south line on our Earth. It is located halfway around the world from the prime meridian, the zero longitude established in Greenwich in England in 1852. The international date line functions as the line of demarcation separating two consecutive calendar dates. Cross to the west and it's 1 day earlier, cross back and you have gone back in time. बच्चों, जैसे कि आप इस पिक्चर में देख रहे हैं, ये येलो लाइन आप देख रहे हैं ना. The international date line show here as a yellow line defines the boundary between calendar dates. ये आपको शो कर रही है कैलेंडर की डेट्स की बाउंड्री. Every 15 degrees of longitude equals 1 hour. So if you are standing at 0 degrees longitude at what is called the prime meridian and you move or travel 15 degrees east or west, you will notice a difference of 1 hour. If we travel west We subtract 4 minutes for every 1 degree from mean time. Similarly, we travel east, we add 4 minutes for every 1 degree from the mean time, the UCT. Hence, Eastern Standard Time, USA is based on the time of longitude 75 degree west from 67.5 degree west to 82.5 degree west uses the same standard time. However, the time zones are not separated from one another with a straight line, and the line zigzags through geographical boundaries, just like the international date line, which also zigzags. This means that since we use the same Pakistan Standard Time for every city in our country, the time of sunset in Karachi is different than the sunset time in Lahore, but both cities observe the same standard time for the sake of standardization and convenience. In case of a geographically huge country where the time difference is too big to be put under one standard time, such a country is then divided into more than one time zone. Good examples are United States of America and Canada. Next, what is hemisphere? The hemisphere of the earth is geography, and cartography refers to any division of the globe into two hemispheres. The most common such divisions are by latitudinal and longitudinal markers. It means कि हमारे पास जो हेमिस्फेयर जो है वो 2 पार्ट्स में है, ग्लोब पे 2 पार्ट्स में है हमारे पास हेमिस्फेयर, और वो 2 पार्ट्स कौन कौन से हैं हमारे पास? The one is land hemisphere and the second one is water hemisphere. What is land hemisphere? Land hemisphere is the hemisphere on the earth containing the largest possible area on the land. Water hemisphere, as the name suggests, is the hemisphere on the earth containing the largest area of the water. Water hemisphere में वाटर का एरिया ज़्यादा है और लैंड हेमिस्फेयर में हमारे पास लैंड ज़्यादा है, ठीक है, पानी कम है और ज़मीन ज़्यादा है. दैट इज़ कॉल्ड लैंड हेमिस्फेयर, and water hemisphere contains largest area of water. Students, this was the topic of longitude and latitude. You will have to study again and again this chapter, so you will understand the chapter. And if you found any difficulty in difficult words, you can use dictionary. Thank you.